The Kings as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to give their Sacramento fans something to cheer about. Hello fans, welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at the Kings. Right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season.
Well, right now for the Kings,
they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And now Washington's starting group. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Song. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Fox is at the point. Monk out on the wing. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. And Poole gets it to go.
This guy, not just a jump shooter. Jordan Poole more than capable of finishing inside. He's got some creativity.
Monk, the pass to Fox. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Back to Poole. Kuzma against Murray. Sarr sets the screen for Kuzma over Murray, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
From the moment he stepped between the lines as an NBA player, you knew Kyle Kuzma could score at this level.
Fox passes to Sabonis. Got a piece of it. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. That one goes. Count it. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the night.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
Here's Sarr after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Sarr off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
and they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Fox passes to Murray. Monk with a screen on Kuzma. Murray against Kuzma. Lock at 6. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, Jordan Poole is one of those guys who's determined to score the basketball. Nice way to finish a play.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Wizards?
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
That's good from Poole. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28, and Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. Alex Sarr, third.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Wizards passing it around. To the middle. Fox with the steal. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
And this is why you lob passes Murray's way, because he is so good at catching and finishing.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Coulibaly. Inside. Here's Sarr. Rebound by the Kings. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
And the first one at the line is good. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Murray outside. DeRozan scanning the floor. Down low. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist from DeRozan.
Well, I think when DeRozan's involved, and obviously the pick and roll is almost always successful. He's got a great sense and knack to be successful in there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Carrington, that's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
40 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's DeRozan. He's defended by Coulibaly. And the shot goes in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Back to Poole. Valanciunas against Sabonis. No good from Valanciunas. Now Herter, and stolen by Sarr. Puts up a deep three, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's Sacramento. They lead by a bucket. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And the Wizards with possession. Trailing by 2, we've got Ellis. Jay Crowder out there with Kevin Herter. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Fox in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Crowder against Kuzma. Outside Butler. Fox with the steal. For the finish, and it's Fox with the jam.
No one gets from point A to point B faster than Fox. His explosiveness helps him on the break.
Here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Herter kicks to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Crowder the screen. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
And the Kings making a change here. Monk's checked in. Here's Kuzma. That 3 off the mark. Kings leading now by 5. And here's Herter outside. Kuzma pulls it in. George against Fox. Butler dishes to Valanciunas. Here's Kuzma. Yes, that goes in. Kuzma's got 6.
Kyle Kuzma right there, folks, showing you he is willing to mix it up to get a bucket.
Fox looking it over. Outside Crowder. Glenn a screen. From 11 feet away. Again, Sacramento.
Well, Jay Crowder has developed into a very reliable mid-range shooter. You don't want to let him get comfortable.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Some changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Len. And it's Ellison for Kevin Herter. And then for Washington, Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Sarr comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Poole subbed in for Butler. Holmes finds Poole. To Holmes. Pass to Sarr. Just 5 on the clock. George with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Fox passes to Ellis. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Monk rebounded by the Wizards. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
It's good from long range. Fox has got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Kispert. Here's Sarr, defended by Crowder. Here's Poole. Monk grabs the board. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Good work defensively by Holmes.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Kispert, the pass to Poole. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
First free throw is good. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Wizards trail by 4. Out to the right wing, to the paint. Here's Kuzma. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside, and finished off by DeRozan.
Oh, DeMar DeRozan gets off his feet in a hurry. I love it.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keith. He wants to talk to his guys. Some changes for Sacramento. Murray comes in for Trey Lyles, and De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Ellis. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter. Poole, the pass to Sarr, and yes, it's good. And it's 6 points for Alex Sarr.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Sabonis finds Murray. Floats it up for Monk. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Monk's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Kings.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Poole. 6 points for him. Hits it from 3-point range.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Sabonis kicks to Monk. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Pass to Murray. Murray sets a screen for Monk. Shot clock at 5. Right wing. That one wide left. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Rockets. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Here's Fox. 3 seconds left, and it's Fox with the jam.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for Sacramento. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, DeMontis. This team was efficient in the first half. What's working offensively?
Everyone knew today's going to be a game. We all came out focused and we're playing team basketball. We're sharing the ball, and that's working for us.
We got a lot of weapons there, DeMontis. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Sacramento Kings. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously, first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy. He really surprised me. Then you, Shaq.
There's no way I'm after Ernie.
Shaq, if you want to be better, you can be.
Shifting gears back to that first half, De'Aaron Fox had it all working.
Fox is balling. He's grown into a complete point guard. The shot is there tonight. And when he puts it, the burners on, watch out.
You can't teach speed like that. If you could, I'd be beating the Jet to the board every night. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 5-point game. So on the floor for Washington, Koulibaly is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Sarr. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the 2-guard. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Koulibaly with it. DeRozan's there. Fox with the steal. And a minute played as the second half gets going. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Kuzma passes to Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Well, Kyle Kuzma under control and making plays for his teammates.
Fox kicks to Sabonis. A pass to Fox. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And double teaming him is the only thing that's going to cool him off at this point. He is on a roll.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
One shot.
Free throw good, Fox.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked. But when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Taking a look at Washington, they're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And a wide open look for Shaw. No good on the three. Kings leading now by 8. Monk outside. A pass to Fox. And he drops it in from the low post. Fox has got 23.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Now here's Kuzma. 6 points for him. Drops in the tray.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Right side, Sabonis. DeRozan for 3. Drains the three-pointer. DeRozan's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Kings. Pass to Carrington. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Kyle Kuzma doing work in the painted area. That's beautiful.
Outside, Fox. And here's DeRozan. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Kuzma passes to Sarr. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And that one misses. Ellis is checked in for Monk. Corey Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. Butler comes in for Poole. And he's good on the second. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Murray. Here's Sabonis. Kings moving the ball around. And here is Ellis, defended by Kispert. Just 5 to shoot. Ellis, the pass to DeRozan. Over Koulibaly. Kuzma pulls it in. Wizards trail by 10. ADB, one thing about Kyle Kuzma, at 6'9", he is a big wing.
What I love about him, Kevin, is that he's such a strong shooter. He can bang in the post if you need him to. He always puts up solid rebounding numbers. And I think the final piece we've seen him developing is his ability to distribute the basketball.
Now Murray, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep. The wide open look here for DeRozan. They get it back. Right side, Fox. That's tipped. Pass to Kispert. And he makes good on the layup. Kispert's got his first basket.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss. Wide open.
Fox kicks to Murray. Fox a screen on Kuzma. Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jared Butler.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Kings.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Alex Len's checked in for the Kings. Valanciunas is checked in for the Wizards. George comes in for Kyle Kuzma. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball. He rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
Here's Ellis after the basket by Washington. Outside Fox. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Sacramento. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And a change for the Wizards. Gill is checked in for Coulibaly. Butler finds Valanciunas. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Fox. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Fox has got 9 points here in the second half.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Butler. Nothing on the board. Kispert setting the pick for Butler. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. No good with the wing jumper. And so it's Sacramento bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Domantas Sabonis. Kevin Huerter is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Ellis, and it's Monk in the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now, here's Sabonis. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
First one falls for him.
You know, it's such a pleasure to watch Domantas Sabonis play the game. Yes, he's got absolutely God-given talent, but he also has an incredible understanding and feel for the game, and he plays it the right way.
Trey Lyles checked in for the Kings. Baldwin, he's checked in for the Wizards. Good on both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Valanciunas. Kispert kicks to Butler. Back to Kispert. Here's Baldwin. Covered by Lyles. Nice ball movement by Washington. George hacks a two-pointer. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Got a hand on it. Ellis dishes to Monk. Lyles passes to Ellis. Lyles with it. Inside. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
What you love is a big man who understands the timing of a roll. Set the screen, get to the open spot. That is beautiful basketball.
Now, here's George. No good on the triple.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Ellis. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Sacramento making a switch here. Murray's checked in. The Wizards also changing it up. Vukcevic is checked in. And Poole subbed in for Butler. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, a problem from the mid-range. Jordan Poole understands how to shake free and get to that spot.
Poole against Monk. Up top, Sabonis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Domantas Sabonis may be one of the most underrated players in the NBA. He conducts his business quietly, but boy, is he a force.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And some changes here for the Kings. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Ellis. And Sabonis drops them both. Here's Poole. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Sarr gets the bucket.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Now, here's Fox. Sabonis sets the big for Fox. Tries again. Sabonis' shot is off. Wizards trail by 11. Over in the corner, Poole. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. For Washington, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, Brian Keefe reviewing the game plan with his team during that last timeout. He was preaching the importance of effort, saying he wanted to see second and third efforts each possession. We need to be the more active team down the stretch. Guys?
Thank you, David. On defense, Sacramento. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Kuzma. The Wizards with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Monk outside. Sabonis sets the big for Monk. There's the triple. Good on the triple. Monk's got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Monk outside. Outside, Fox. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
Free throw off from Fox.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Sarr, and he's good on the three ball. Sarr's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Koulibaly with it. DeRozan defending. 6 to shoot. From 20 feet out. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Kings.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Here's Murray following the three-pointer by Washington. Pass to DeRozan. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Poole. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 13. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. De'Aaron, you're trying to get to the playoffs. How do you keep the focus on the next game?
I mean, you always have to think of it like that. But right now, I feel like we're playing pretty good basketball. But at the end of the day, you take it one game at a time. Because you look past any team, you know, it could be a loss in this league.
Well, you guys are building in the right direction. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.